Hi, I'm Sara Watson, Parent Family Community Engagement Coordinator for Early Head Start. I sat down and talked with Hannah Karns, the Secretary for our Policy Council, to talk about her experience in our program. Early Head Start is our home visitation program where home visitors come to you once a week and help you become your child's first and best teacher. We also discussed our Policy Council and our Parent Committee, which give parents in our program an opportunity to make decisions about the program itself and our future.
I like Early Head Start because I can develop friendships with other moms that I might not have developed a friendship with before because I wouldn't have seen them out in public. I used to be a social person in high school, but now I'm like one of those antisocial, just stay at home people. But now I've developed friendships through Policy Council and from just coming to FIT, and all our kids are the same age, so we all like to talk to each other and be like, oh, this is what Holden's doing this week. Is your son doing the same thing? Yesterday at Family Cafe, the one mom was talking about how her daughter isn't talking a lot, so she got her in speech, and I was telling her that my daughter liked to watch Word Party, so she maybe should try that to get her to talk more. And it's just nice to make a bond with other parents and to see my kids bonding with other kids. Okay. FIT is family interaction time. FIT is like a play group. It's usually 2 times a month and it's themed. Yesterday's was Get Your Sillies Out, so we made a shaker bottle with beads, and they had little dancing streamers, and we sang songs and danced. And we also do outside fits in the summertime, like going to the pool or the bike trail, or towards the fall there's a pumpkin patch outside and we get little mini pumpkins.
That's my favorite. So can you tell me more about Policy Council?
Policy Council is a council that is voted on by the parents. We each year seat 12 candidates that have either asked to join or somebody has said, oh, she'd be good for that, and put us on the ballot. Our home visitors usually tell us when Policy Council's voting is coming up, so we can say that we want to be on it. And we meet once a month and we go over the budgets and we talk about hires, we talk about parent committee and what they're doing. We can bring up concerns if we have concerns about the employees. We are involved with, if we don't think the head person is doing her job, we can go to the council and be like, she's not doing her job, we need to fix that. We are making the decision, helping make the decisions. Like, we had to agree if they need to cut amounts of how many kids can be in the program. We have to be like, yes, that's okay to do, or no, that's not okay to do. So we have a lot of parent involvement about what can and cannot happen in the program.
Why did you get involved in Policy Council?
I wanted to do extra in the program. It's my son's last year in the program, so I just wanted to see what Policy Council was like and what I could do to better the program by sitting on the Policy Council. I'm the secretary on Policy Council, and it made me want to join Head Start's Policy Council as well. Since I saw the improvement I could make on Policy Council, my other son's in Head Start, so I said, hey, I'll join that one too so I can help both organizations do better.
Now, I'm going to have you tell me a little bit about Parent Committee.
Parent Committee is activities mostly made for the parents. So you can have like a little date night or date day. Last year we did family pictures as one, so obviously the kids were there. But in a little town like we live in, it's hard for parents to be able to afford family pictures. So it was nice to be able to go to the park and get your picture taken and have it be able to be hung on your wall that you might have not done for the whole life of your child because you just struggled to pay for it. We did a painting with parents, and we had a little meal before, so we all came and had some barbecue, and then we sat down and we made a polar bear painting. This upcoming year, we are going to do a planting activity. We're planning another family portrait. We have a father that suggested making t-shirts, so we took his idea since we don't have a lot of father input, since not a lot sit on any of the councils or anything to give us a lot of feedback. But we are starting to get more fathers that want to be involved. Parent committee is just a good place for everybody to meet new friends from coming without your children and not being stressed about what they're doing, and if they're hitting their friends. You just get to chill out with other parents and have a good time.
If you had more dads on the committees and on policy council, what do you think that would do for the program?
I think having more father involvement would help everybody in all sense. The children being able to do activities with their dad, they get to see their dad in a different sense of just like my children's dad doesn't do a lot in the agency, but when their dad is out and doing activities with them, they're happier, it seems. They're excited to see their dad. So if we could get dads to sit on policy council and help give a male's view, because even the head of policy council and the vice president of the policy council, we're all women. So we don't have a strong man's perspective on, maybe they think they could give us different ideas on how to change policies that might help dads want to be more involved. Just like on parent committee, we do more girly things like planting flowers. Not like men can't have a garden, but that's more like a woman-centered thing. And maybe dads would give you more perspective on, oh, I'd rather go to a archery place or go throw some axes and stuff. And they maybe would want to be more involved. And maybe they could give us more ideas. We do a survey about fits, what kind of fits playgroups. They could give us more ideas on maybe something they would want to do with their child at those playgroups. Joining Early Head Start has opened up opportunities for my kids that they wouldn't have had if we were just sitting at home. They've given me information on dental clinics that I wouldn't have known about without having my home visitor coming to my house. It helps when the home visitor comes, it gives me different ideas on things that we could play and do around the house that I wouldn't have thought about on my own. And I'm a parent with a college degree, and I still learn something every week that my home visitor comes. She brings me lots of different materials that I have forgotten over the years as being a stay-at-home mom, and like having the fits that I can interact with other parents that I wouldn't have interacted with. I've had 3 home visitors since I started Early Head Start, and every one has been different in a good way. They all, my original home visitor had a baby, and then she decided to further her education and she left because of that. I still am friends with her in the real world, I guess, outside of Early Head Start. We just saw her at an Easter egg hunt, and she came up and talked to me, and my kids remembered her and hugged her, and it was nice to see there's still a bond there even when the home visitor isn't with the organization anymore. And my children have now moved up to, one of my children have moved up to Head Start, and he made friendships in Early Head Start that carried to the classroom at Head Start. So, and now those children that he is friends with in Head Start are now moving to kindergarten with him. So he will have a familiar face everywhere, and he won't have to be as scared moving through because of the bond he started here at Early Head Start.
So what would you tell parents that were thinking about joining Policy Council?
Policy Council is just a great way to open up and have a little bit of time away from your kids and help further the program even more, do you want to see change in certain areas, then you have a voice to actually do that. Like if you're like, oh, I don't like how this fit is run or something, then policy council, you can talk about what maybe changes need to happen, and they can talk to the home visitors and be like, you need to change this because the policy council has been talking about this, and here's, in the policy council we do steps on how to help. Right now we're working on getting parents dental homes. What is a barrier between getting the dental home and the parent can't get the dental home? So we're taking steps each meeting every month to figure out how we could better do that. So you'd have a voice in helping do that. And just meeting other parents that maybe can't go to FIT every month, but they can go to policy council once a month. And then my child is aging out of early Head Start, but I can still, if there's a room on the policy council, I can still sit on the policy council as a community member and still provide change to the program, maybe for a sister or brother that might be having a child soon.
What would you tell a parent if they're thinking about coming to a parent committee meeting?
Parent committee meetings are super short, and they're right at the beginning or end of FIT. So you're already, if you go to playgroup, or FIT as we call it, you're already there. So you just stay an extra 15 or 20 minutes, and then you help make the activity you might want to do without your child and be excited to go have a date night painting or cooking or making a little plant box. So just taking the time for that little bit of time. And it also is when the teachers watch your kid in the FIT space, so you are having the meeting without them. So you have a 15-minute break on your day just to be with other parents and be able to talk and chat and make things fun for you and your kid.